Good day, everyone. Today I will be looking at environmental sustainability in the Caribbean tourism industry. Now, what is environmental sustainability and why is it so important to our survival and economic development? Our environment is what keeps us alive. It is the air we breathe, the water we drink, the soil that grow our food, and the trees that clean the air. According to environmentalist Paul Hawkins, environmental sustainability is about stabilizing the current disruptive relationship between Earth's two most complex systems, the human behavior and the natural environment. Now, scholars all agree that we are destroying the Earth's natural resources faster than they can be regenerated or replenished. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, tourism is one of the most important economic activities in the Caribbean, contributing a third to a half of GDP in most countries. The World Travel and Tourism Council states that travel and tourism has contributed US 62.1 billion and 2.4 million jobs in the Caribbean in 2018. Now, whether tourism is land-based or via cruise ship, Caribbean countries rely on their natural resources such as beaches and waterfalls as the main attraction for tourists. We must understand that the natural environment upon which all this economic activity is based is fragile. Thus, sustaining the tourism sector and the economic benefit it brings requires us to make environmental sustainability a priority. Now let's talk about the impact that hotels have on the environment. The hotel industry consumes valuable raw materials such as energy, water, and food. There are a number of undesirable emissions as well, including CO2 and CFCs. Noise, smoke, and water pollution are also problematic. Hotels account for 62 million tons of CO2 emissions annually as a result of poor conservation and unconscious guests. The industry wastes energy, water, food, and packaging, and many of these waste material require proper disposal. Waste management and waste disposal has become another area of concern. According to a CTO study, Caribbean hotels and resorts generate more solid waste than all local residents combined. According to a World Bank Municipal Waste Management report, the tiny twin island paradise of Antigua and Barbuda is the third highest producer of trash in the world. The Environmental Awareness Agency reported that approximately 150 tons of waste is dumped at Cook's landfill on a daily basis, leaving the island's only landfill at the brink of an environmental catastrophe. Most of this waste is generated in the hotel industry. It is not biodegradable and will, therefore, occupy the landfill for the rest of our lifetime and thereafter. In spite of the evidence, some have suggested that environmental management is not practical in the hotel industry because of increased costs and reduced profits. Others have suggested that environmental management costs may be passed on to customers, which will be received in a negative light. However, environmental management does not have to include capital extensive projects and may not necessarily introduce running cost. Indeed, where poor management is linked to waste, environmental management may even reduce cost. The Caribbean tourism and hotel industry can achieve environmental sustainability by adopting simple environmental management systems. They can develop partnership with suppliers, identify sustainable products, choose products with suitable packaging, minimize waste in operation, reuse as much waste as possible, establish partnership with disposal companies, ensure disposal methods are sound, and only use landfill disposable as the last resort. Environmental management in the tourism industry is supported by increasing evidence of the emergence of a more responsible tourist, one that demands tourism products and services better geared towards environmental protection and the beneficial of local communities. The time for environmental sustainability in the Caribbean tourism industry is now, not tomorrow. We have a moral duty to look after our planet and to hand it on in good order to future generations.